April 27th, 2018 was the day when you broke me. Growing up, I always felt that there was something wrong with me. But over time, you helped me solidify that feeling. It was the spring of senior year of high school, the time where some make the best memories of their lives. But I will remember it for a different reason. The next several weeks would be some of the most difficult days of my life, having to go to school and pretend like everything is fine, when in reality, I was dying inside. Graduation came, and it felt like a relief to finally be away from what caused me so much hurt. I thought leaving that place would fix how I was feeling, but that feeling was a lot deeper inside of me than I thought. The nights that I would spend crying myself to sleep were too many to count. I had tried everything that had worked before. I tried so hard to push my feelings down deep, but it wasn't possible anymore. I was overfilled with emotions, and I couldn't push them away anymore. And that's when I found out I had depression. Discovering that I was mentally ill was a really hard thing to hear, because in that moment, I found that there was really something wrong with me. The way I had thought my whole life, the emotions I would feel, were all a part of some deeper mental issue. I had a chemical imbalance, and I felt displaced from the rest of the world. I couldn't see a way out. All I would come back to was how I couldn't escape you. There was no way to escape the hurt that you had done to me. I was depressed. I was angry. I was alone. I felt that I didn't belong. That I didn't belong to be here anymore. For weeks, I cried myself to sleep. For weeks, I barely left my room. I would sleep for long hours just so I wouldn't have to think about how I was feeling. I wanted to escape. I wanted my depression to be over. I had felt so close to grasping a connection that I had been longing for. But then, just like that, it was gone. And that hurt more than anything. And that internal mental pain hurt so much that I turned to physical pain. In that moment, that physical pain felt so much better than the mental pain I was experiencing. I struggled with this a lot. I wanted so badly to stop feeling the way I did, and I thought hurting myself physically would make that better. But it only made me more fearful for how others would see me. But through the hurt, there was another side. A side that I knew was achievable. There was a long road ahead of me. I had no direction, but I knew that some way, somehow, I would see myself out of this darkness I was experiencing. But no one else could lead me to that light. It had to be me. I knew I had to be the one to find the other side. One step. One breath. one therapy session at a time. I had to push through. I had to find myself. Through this time, I became vulnerable. I allowed myself to feel. I wanted to feel everything I was going through, because if I pushed it down, it would only prolong the pain. I began to journal. I began to read. I began to work on myself by myself. I needed to find out who I really was and how I would love myself despite my flaws. This process was essential to treating my depression. Being able to learn and grow are extremely precious opportunities to be able to become more happy in life. Along the way, there were still plenty of setbacks. I would fall back to physical pain. I would fall back to sleeping for long hours. But setbacks are part of the recovery process. But what is most important is when I experienced a setback, I had to bring myself back on track. Back to the road that would bring me back towards the light. Reflection became a daily habit. In order to fully grow, I needed to allow myself to reflect. Through my time in reflection, I found self-worth, but it was important to just reflect on the past, not dwell on it. Over the course of my internal struggles, I found that being present was the key to my happiness. The past provides the opportunity to regret. The future provides the opportunity to be anxious. But in the present, I can focus my attention to the current moment and only allow myself to feel things that I was experiencing in the present. In my time in recovery, I found trust. And most importantly, I found the beauty of life. I released the burden from my mind and developed new foundations. These foundations helped me become accepting of who I was. I was able to fight through and treat my depression. It is still a big part of who I am today, but it isn't something that defines me. Today, I feel free. I feel proud of who I am, and no one else can make me feel otherwise. Although these years of struggle and battle were the most difficult years of my life, I would still do it all over again. Because through this, I was able to discover my identity and be truly happy with who I am turning out to be. For you, I want my story to be an example of what is possible on the other side of your struggle. Whatever you are experiencing right now is part of building and discovering the better you. You are almost there. You can do it. I know you can. And when you finally reach the light on the other side, you are going to be so pleased with the final outcome.